So let's just say today was not the best day for the stock market. Well, actually, the Dow somehow had a green day, up 25 points on the day, but all the other indexes were down. A lot of stocks got crushed today, and Palantir went down almost 3.5% on the day. So we're going to break down the charts, do an update, go over my thoughts, all that good stuff. And maybe later in the video, we'll break down some other tickers. So make sure you guys stick on throughout. Feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on X as well. You might as well do that. I think we're at 950 followers, almost at 1,000 over there on X, so you might as well follow me at Stocks Talk Stocks. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So you all know, at this point, you all probably know the markets did not do well today. The first day of trading was not a green one. Well, I guess, again, the Dow did go up a little bit. It pretty much broke even, but still went up 25 points. So we had red across the board. A lot of that is because of big tech, Apple in particular, which we talked about in my video from earlier today. Apple got downgraded by, I believe, Barclays, and their stock ended up going down, I think, 4% on the day. Let me pull it up. So that dragged down the entire market, right? A bunch of other big tech stocks were down as well. So whenever the big names are down, yeah, all the indexes and a bunch of other stocks for the most part are going to be down as well on the day. And we got that today here with Palantir, which we're going to focus on at the beginning for the majority of this video, right? So Palantir went down 3.4% on the day, and it took out the lows from the last day of trading, the 29th of December, by a long shot. I mean, look, we were holding over 17 bucks on the 29th, and today we got all the way down to 16.50, guys. So it looks like that descending triangle, which I'll show you here in a minute, that we were covering all throughout the last week, 2 weeks, that ended up playing out to a T. And honestly, by the looks of it, there could be more downside here in the short term. But don't panic, because this could potentially be an opportunity. Potentially. We'll see. I'm not telling you guys what to do, but like I've said before, I'm looking at this in the 15, 16 range, maybe as a spot to potentially buy some, at least for me. Again, I'm not looking to tell you guys what to do. Obviously, do your own research, but this has been slipping. And today, again, it took out the lows from not just, the last day of trading, but the last couple of days of trading. And now on the 20-day chart, you guys can see Palantir is officially down almost $4 from $20.40 now to $16.50. That is a down move of almost 20%. So it's actually almost in a bear market, although it's actually, well, I guess technically in a bear market, because the high from back in November was 21.85. Now we're at 16.60. So we're in a bear market now, down 24%. But the reality is still holding an uptrend in the grand scheme of things, as you guys can see here on the 4-hour chart. So as you pull the layers back a little bit, you're like, all right, bulls are still obviously in charge, but in the very short term here, we are getting that downside. And again, that descending triangle we called out over the past couple of Palantir updates, which, guys, is why you have to subscribe so you don't miss these updates. This descending triangle has played out. You guys can see we were holding support at about where is this? 17, 17, 10, and at the same time making lower highs into that support. And now we're selling off under that point. So we're seeing that descending triangle play out. We got down in the mid-16s today. And if we peel the layers back even more on the 4-hour chart again, now the question is, all right, we're getting pretty oversold. The triangle's playing out. Where could we be going and maybe finding support at? Where is this thing potentially going to be going? So some upcoming support levels are $15.90 to $16. That was one high here on the chart. That was the high, looks like, from the middle of September. So that's where initially we could go. I would say $16.75 as well, but clearly we broke under that today, and we closed under it. As you all can see, $16.75 was the high from the end of September, early October, end of October as well. So we're under that already, which leaves me, again, $15.80 to $16. That's the next spot where I feel like Palantir could be going down to. And if it does get down there, guys, maybe it dips under there, starts going mid-low 15s, high 14s even. That's going to be oversold rebound territory, at least recovery rally territory, or relief rally, excuse me, territory in general, because that would just be way too much selling in a short amount of time, at least in my opinion. But as of now, we are seeing potential for more red to $16. But will it get to 14.50, 15 on this sell-off, on this leg? I don't know. But ultimately, this range right here could be a spot where relief rally could be coming. And that's where I'm looking to nibble a little bit. 15.50, 16, 16.25 even. This area right here is looking pretty interesting for Palantir stock. And I'm not saying for sure it's going to bounce or it's going to reverse or consolidate. For all we know, we might sell off a lot more. All I'm saying is that's what I'm looking to do, as it is getting a little bit oversold in my opinion. Although we could get a little more red, and if we do, it might make it even better, right? An even better spot for me. So what do you guys think? That's PLTR here, down 3.4% on the day, in the midst of an overall red day where the VIX went up over 6%. Let me actually pull the VIX up here and show you guys. The VIX was at, I think earlier in the day, even higher, right? Yeah, 14.23 in the pre-market. It closed at 13.20. So at one point, it was up around 14.5%. And when the markets opened, the VIX was up 13%. So yeah, we started off the day with heightened volatility, heavy volatility, as we did sell off pretty much all pre-market here on SPY. You guys see that, and on Triple Q, if I pull it up and show you guys, boom, Triple Q is at 410 pre-market. Then it ended up opening up at 405, so it actually sold off a good chunk, $4 or $5 there. And again, the VIX was up a good chunk. And it looks like here, gold and silver, they went down on the day. What didn't go down? I mean, geez, what did oil do today, guys? Crude oil ended up going down as well. What else is new? 1.6%. Now it's at $70 a barrel, it looks like. So it looks like oil is down now $25 a barrel from that $95 high, or about percentage-wise, let's see, 25%. So oil is down big time over the past couple of months. And on the 3-year chart, it's not looking so pretty. In fact, we actually have a descending triangle here on oil. Not the cleanest looking one, but still, you guys see that. This is not looking so good for oil on this time frame, at least from the bullish perspective, right? What do you guys think about that? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. But overall, that's a breakdown on Palantir. The market's a little bit there. And some other tickers that did well today, or some that didn't do well. We had Rivian, Coinbase. Coinbase went down 9% on the day. Big drop, almost 10% actually. So this is one that I'm looking at, maybe between 135, 140, maybe right by this 180 SMA here on the 4-hour chart. Coinbase, that could be a relief rally spot, maybe a bounce back play. Right there. It looks like Rivian, which we covered earlier, that went down 10%, all because of maybe not so great delivery numbers, not as good as expected. So that stock went down 10%. Looks like we had, not Shopify. Yeah, Shopify. I was going to say SoFi. Sometimes I mix those two up, guys. Funny enough, the name Shopify, SoFi, you guys probably know how that goes. Shopify here went down 5.2% on the day. It's right by that 180 SMA 4-hour chart. And you can see it's still holding an uptrend, right? And it's actually pretty oversold now in this time frame, at least according to the RSI. So let's see what we do in this range between 72, 73 bucks. This could be a spot worth looking at on Shopify. If it gets to the mid-high 60s, that'd be a spot for sure as well, in my opinion. So yeah, watch out for those names. Palantir, check out all the, of course, levels that we talked about on the S&P and the NASDAQ. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And guys, do not forget to get your free stocks from Moomoo. I'm telling you, this is the best promo right now by far. Use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Open up your account and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000. On top of those 5 stocks, you get 10 more stocks. Each of those up to $2,000, guys. So 15 stocks each up to $2,000. Use that Moomoo link down below, or again, go to stoccerfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.